Back tight. Perfect. There you go.
Did you see that? That is a 74-year-old queen. She is thrusting 200 pounds. She is the most fit and fierce woman I think I've ever seen. And did I mention again, she is 74 and proud. That is Joan McDonald. But she wasn't always that fit. Just 4 years ago, when she was 70, she suffered from arthritis, pain, high blood pressure, and had trouble simply walking up and down the stairs. But instead of accepting her condition, Joan decided she was going to regain control of her life.
My name is Joan McDonald, and I am 74 years of age. I don't know how much time I had, but I wanted it to be a lot different than the way I was living.
Nice. There you go.
I was not always this fit. When I started off, I was 200 pounds, and that is why Michelle took me under her wing, because my health was deteriorating quite badly.
I just had a real sense of urgency that I needed to intervene on her behalf.
I needed it badly, or I wouldn't be here today.
This past year, she's turned the corner in terms of embracing the idea that anything is possible. I think she's gotten more confident that she's not going back, and maybe there's more exciting stuff around the corner.
That's also exciting for someone of her age.
I'm more outgoing than I've ever been in my life. I am called a social media influencer. I'm hoping that that is exactly what I am doing. When I look back at it, I was existing. I wasn't living. And now I'm living.
Joining us from Tulum, Mexico is Joan McDonald and her daughter, Michelle. Ladies, thank you so much. Joan, you should just walk around in a bikini all the time. I'm just going to be honest after seeing all that you have accomplished. But this was not about, putting on the swimsuit or getting into the right pair of jeans. This was about your life. As you pointed out, doctors were looking at your medication and all of the things that were wrong. And at some point you said, it's not the medicine, it's me. How do I make some of these changes? What was that like for you to come to that decision?
Oh, it was a really big decision, a big step. And my daughter, thank God I got her, has been a big, big influence on, I get emotional with this. If I hadn't had her to push me along and my son-in-law to kick my butt every once in a while, I wouldn't be here today. Wow. I would not have got my life back. I've got my health, and that's a big, big thing.
It is. Michelle, you're a fitness instructor. It's one thing, I think, to help someone else, a client, but this was personal. This is your mom. So you were doing this for love. How different was it for you to train her, knowing the health issues that she was facing and knowing, like every one of us, we want to keep our parents around as long as we possibly can?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, definitely there was a sense of urgency to help her. And it was tough because I was, when I really saw, because we didn't live in the same town back in 2016. And I was moving to Mexico, and I ended up taking her with me because I said to my husband, I don't think she's there yet. I think we need another 10 days of just habits. Habits are everything.
So when we're looking at our habits, you said with Joan, she was 10 days in. What do you think, I hate to say the goal number, but when we're looking at forming our habits, what do you find to be that successful number of days that we should do in a row?
I think research kind of indicates it's more towards 4 weeks, 4 weeks of habits. In my experience, I'm an online coach. I work just with women, and I've been doing it for about a decade. So in my experience, I feel it's a lot longer than that. You're trying to correct a lifetime of habits. Maybe if a gal starts when she's in her 40s, so we got to try to get more days of great habits to counteract 40 years.
Right. That makes sense because we take that long to, as you said, form these bad habits. And then we think, okay, in a week I can break the cycle. And it doesn't work like that. Joan, you didn't, as I understand it, even have a phone. You've never used an iPhone. And now you're a fit fluencer with, what is it, almost 1 million followers on Instagram. How do you go from not having used a iPhone to now being, the star of the fitness world on Instagram?
Oh, my daughter's urging, like, to get me out of my own shell, and to get me more sociable was to put me on Instagram, and I had to answer questions that people asked me, and I got to liking that. People, if I can do it, anyone can do it. It just takes a lot of grit, and you need to know that it's not going to happen overnight. It's a hard journey. It changes you completely, but it makes you a better person, I think. At least I feel that I've gotten better, not worse.
Well,
That's
you
for sure.
radiate joy and confidence, and I'm going to tell you, you've inspired me. I don't know if I'll be deadlifting 200 pounds, but to
Never
your,
thought that either.
I won't be deadlifting 10 pounds. But I'll tell you this, I find you just to be an inspiration, and it is about how we can find the best way forward in our journeys with the most realistic goals. Well, I thank you so much for sharing them. You got a follower in me. I'm about to go online right now.